What's happening, guys? This is Mike at Mike's Total Dragon channel. I finished reading Absolute Wonder Woman number 15, and I thought I'd take some time out to share a couple of thoughts about it. This is the big team up between Wonder Woman and Batman, and I got to say that I really enjoyed this issue. It was not very much like a conventional superhero team up. You know, the first meetings, it was kind of a breath of fresh air. The way that this is a thing that I always love about these Absolute books. This double spread of announcing the name of the storyline, the Mark of Hecate. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. A duet with Absolute Batman 16. I really love this feel. It feels very much like a movie or a TV show episode reveal of the title of the show. But one of the things I like most about this book is it did not fall into conventional norms of superheroes meeting for the first time. It was very refreshing to see the way that it was done. Like, I love the fact that this was how Wonder Woman has a bat signal. She shoots up some magic. I thought that was really cool. This is a really beautiful double page spread here by Hayden Sherman, the series regular artist. The other thing I like about it is I really enjoyed the conversation between Batman and Wonder Woman. It was, like I said, it was very, I know I said that it was it was very refreshing to see the way they interacted with each other. There was no sense of, the typical superheroes meeting each other for the first time bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really meet each other, and they kind of act like normal folks would act to an extent. Batman asks her, he goes, this symbol, is it made of magic? Wonder Woman says, yes, I didn't want to traipse around your city uninvited, but you are hard to find. This seemed the best. And then they have a little discussion about magic right here or whatever. And it's really good dialogue here. I love their interaction with each other. So basically the gist of this story is Wonder Woman has come to Gotham. There has been some recent murders, and she thinks there is like more magic and evil dark magic and possibly the gods being involved. And so she shows up and she reaches out to Batman. And that's the gist of the story, without giving too much of it away. And they have really, this is one of my favorite interactions they have. Batman says to her, he goes, I saw her with you. Everyone did. You should be careful with your exposure. You may be a god, but the people around you aren't. And Wonder Woman says, instead of being really defensive and pushing back against it, she just logically responds. She goes, I'm afraid that bell is rung for now. I cannot go back into the shadows. To which Batman says, well, would you if you could? She says, no, I think not. Love is transformative, and I don't know how to show that to people without living it. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the dialogue between these two. It's their first appearance or first time meeting each other, and it is, you can already sense the respect that they have for each other. They treat each other like professionals. There's no any of the, mainline Batman frequently talks down to everybody. He frequently acts superior and very smug about everything. And here to see Batman talking to Wonder Woman as like a equal and treating her with respect, and actually some instances kind of deferring to her in regards to magic. It was very as I've said before, it was very refreshing. So this issue here definitely lives up to the hype. There's a ton of people out there talking about Absolute Batman, and a lot of people are speculating on it and future investment and yada yada yada. But this issue right here, it lives up to the hype for all the right reasons. A very great issue, another great issue in Absolute Wonder Woman. And like I said, the meeting between these two is handled incredibly well. Kelly Thompson, she has a very, she's got a really great feel for Absolute Batman, even though she's not on the title. She understands the character. She doesn't portray him as over the top as Scott Snyder does. She does kind of have him throttled down a little bit, in regards to his, over the top, his extra, him being so extra in a lot of the things he says and in his actions and everything he does. But she does kind of throttle him back a little bit from that. It kind of makes him, a little bit more down to earth and a little bit more, a little bit more down to earth and a little less, extra as he is in his own book. But then again, this is also Absolute Wonder Woman book, so I would not expect her to write Batman to shadow Wonder Woman in her own book. But but then again, that being said, Wonder Woman does not shadow Absolute Batman in this book either, and this is her own book. And like I said before, it's very refreshing to see them treating each other as equals in this situation. And then, of course, Hayden Sherman's artwork. It's brilliant. Brilliant non-conventional panels, different layouts, different formats. Like I said before, you have this double-page spread of the city. And then you have this small alleyway scene that he shows you, and these little boxes get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and show you what's going on down in that alley. So that's just a very brilliant move right here to do that. I've seen this type of thing done where they have like a picture-in-picture style shot, but I've never seen it done to this effect where it's smaller and then it blows up until it gets regular size and when we can see what's happening in this alley. So Hayden Sherman and Kelly Thompson are cooking in this issue right here. Pick this issue up if you haven't already. Just an incredible strong issue. So till next time, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night and bye-bye.